The Reverend Robert B. Lantz and Katherine I. Lantz are the recipients of the 2017 Helen Flanders Dunbar Award at this 50th anniversary celebration of ACPE. They were selected because they have had a foundational role in creating new directions in CPE, and they provided significant financial resources for CPE. Through their philanthropy, the Lantzes have endowed the CPE supervisor positions at Virginia Commonwealth University, also known as the Medical College of Virginia, and through that foundation, they have recently provided significant grants to the Riverside Regional Medical Center to help create a CPE program in rural areas of Eastern Virginia. So let me tell you a little more about these two amazing individuals. Robert Lantz, an ordained minister in the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America, graduated from Wittenberg University, attended the Hammer School of Divinity, and received his CPE training at Ohio State University Medical Center with Maurice B. Clark, and the Medical College of Virginia with Pat Prest. Robert established CPE programs at Baltimore City Hospitals and at the Memphis Institute of Religion and Medicine. He also founded both the Washington and the Maryland Institutes of Pastoral Counseling. Certified as a CPE supervisor by the Council for Clinical Training, Robert was an early member of ACP when it formed in 1967. He served as the chair of ACP's National Development Committee, Finance Committee, and as a member of the House of Delegates. In the Mid-Atlantic region, he chaired at various times the Regional Development, Certification, and Accreditation Committees. And for ACP's 1975 annual conference in Washington, D.C., he was chair of the National Planning Committee. At Virginia Commonwealth University, in his 15 years as chair of the CPE Professional Consultation Committee, Robert was instrumental in advocating for university approval of the incorporation of CPE residency year into a Master of Science degree in patient counseling. This established academic standing for CPE. All CPE at VCU now carries academic credit. Currently, as far as I know, VCU is the only CPE center to offer both ACPE credit, 3 units, and a Master of Science degree for a CPE residency year, the first in the nation. In 2002, Robert began the process of creating an endowed CPE faculty position at VCU. And after his death, his estate funded the Reverend Robert B. Lantz Chair in Patient Counseling. Katherine Eisenhower Lantz, a native of Burlington, North Carolina, attended Wittenberg University, receiving both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in education and guidance counseling. She worked in primary education in both public and private schools in Ohio, Virginia, Maryland, and Tennessee. She also served on the staff of the Maryland Institute of Pastoral Counseling in Annapolis, working with both children and adults. When the will of Robert Lantz was executed, Katherine decided to further enhance her husband's legacy by endowing the Katherine I. Lantz Professorship in Patient Counseling. Both the endowed chair and the professorship are reserved for a CPE supervisor. And although the CPE department, known as Patient Counseling, is the second smallest in VCU's School of Allied Health Professions, it has the second largest endowment. The Lantz gift that established the endowed chair is the largest single gift ever received in the school by a single department. The Lantzes were motivated by a vision that through their gifts there would always be CPE at VCU, and that the CPE program would always be protected against changes in the financial climate of healthcare. In 2010, Katherine Lantz established and funded the Robert B. Lantz Foundation. The goal of the foundation is to provide educational opportunities, including CPE, for local clergy and healthcare professionals in the Northern Neck Peninsula, a rural and underserved area of Virginia. The foundation recently made a large grant to start a CPE program at Riverside Tappahannock Hospital. I understand their first unit has just been completed, and that program is being conducted by MCV alumnus and Distinguished Service Award recipient Doug Watson. Robert B. Lantz was an inspired pastoral counselor, highly skilled CPE supervisor, dynamic leader, gifted entrepreneur, and visionary philanthropist. The story of this amazing life is told more fully in his biography, A Transformative Life by Michael Kurtz. And Katherine Lantz is carrying forward this legacy and shaping it in her own loving, caring, and gracious way. I present to you Katherine Lantz.
I wish that my husband could be here to share in the acceptance of this award, since in addition to his direct contributions to CPE in his lifetime, it is through his efforts and his vision that CPE has been brought to an area of Virginia that has been formerly underserved. It is an honor and a privilege to accept this award in his place. Thank you.
It's my privilege to present to you the Helen Flanders Dunbar Award. Thank you.